Welcome back to Kaiser Schaffen. This is the 6th episode of Urban Empire. We are doing fairly well so far, even though we did lose a democratic vote by only 2 or 3 votes. We managed to overturn it, Putin-esque style, but it seems like we're doing fairly well again, so hopefully we succeed. Well, at least we keep on succeeding. So let's go ahead and get right back into it. Get out of unpaused mode. We've got automobile transportation. Cars are becoming more and more common. Soon everyone will have one. As the number of cars rises, the city needs to address the issue of road congestion more than ever before. How should you prepare for this challenge? Let's go build high quality roads or better methods of road maintenance. Okay. So we're starting to get back some of that money that we've been spending so much of, which is great. A great beginning. There's a couple of things that I need to put onto a vote, aren't there? Such as this. So we get more of an income. Seems like that'll pass actually, so let's put that to a normal vote. Free lunch, yes, I support it. I was actually putting that right to an edict, so there you go. We'll get the added brownie points from, I think it was the Social Democratic Party that wanted it. So it improves the health service of the lowest class, whose employment is most insecure. There's a lot of bonuses in that, so that helps us out. Support for the poor families as well. That'll pass pretty easily. Now this will of course take a bit of money off our budget, but it does help people have more money on private companies, which is also a bonus because it helps us out with taxing. Now this is one of the more interesting. Okay, here we go. If we click this at the top, the Joint National Electric Grid, it shows us. So advancements in technology and our power plant expansion are allowing us to produce more electricity than the city requires. Joining the National Electric Grid will allow us to sell the excess electricity and earn additional funds. It would, however, require a sizable initial investment. So I already haven't made that investment, so we should start seeing that money quickly. So I'll get rid of 10% of our costs of running the town, so that should bring in definitely 10,000 or so a month, I'd assume anyways. So as a doctor, you sometimes helped women who had resorted to an illegal abortion. Lacking legal options, some desperate pregnant women go to dirty backstreet clinics. The women you tended had serious complications or infections, and not all of them made it. Your experiences have made you an advocate of legal abortion. So they kind of force you upon this this stance that you are an advocate of legal abortion. You can't even make up your own mind. But it's a controversial subject. Do you dare to promote your views and risk losing support? Yes. So get bonus points to the progressive trait. And of course the Christian Democratic Party hates us even more, which isn't really much of a surprise. These guys are medium density, okay. These guys are low. Darlington. So what I need to do is just make that money back, and then getting stuff through the council will be so much easier. These guys are not going to help us, but these guys will. Demand. There's only one reasonable choice, and although that did burn off some of the goodwill they had towards us, that'll help put that vote through very, very easily. Probably didn't even need to do that, but I wanted to be sure. Okay, so that means more money. That will be making, at least hopefully. So what does that give us? The increased sales demand.
Science fiction story should be able to predict not the automobile, but the traffic jam.
Okay, so there's going to be another vote. We've got some research out of the way. Let's go with... I know I do have some research still left over here. 2, in fact. So, dental hygiene as well as combustion. But at the moment, the Area 3 ones are much more lucrative, I believe anyway. So, let's go with the triode, which enables us to build the radio tower. I think is probably a good bet. Or appliances. Man, it's decisions right here, folks. You know what? Let's go with the community college. There we go. That'll help us out without research for sure. So even if I wanted to do an upgrade at the moment of this, the ports, we can't really do that at the moment. Can't really appeal to anyone though. Yeah. Well, I'm surprised. The Social Democratic Party is against it. Let's go demand them to express my demands in the newspaper. Okay. Let's see. Are there any other parties that actually support us? The Communists don't mind us. I also brought down these guys. There we go, that helped us out a lot. Don't think we'll get this vote, to be honest, guys. I tried my best. Oh man, who's gonna win? I think we've lost. Oh wow. Okay, I'll take that because that gives us an extra 5 brain power as well as, well, it gives us a demand for extra security, but also gives us a bonus to security. So it's a net gain of 2. A right to school. And that should go through without any issues. A high school in Killsborough. You know what? Let's go over here. Where's Killsborough? Where is it? Oh, right here. Silly old me. We already do have the high school though. So I'm not quite sure if we should build another one there though, to be honest. Women should have more say in their lives, that's for sure. Oh, high security. What did I read high school. Way too silly. Okay, we definitely need to win that vote for the mayorship. Can't really build any more institutions, unfortunately. But boy, would I love to do some upgrades, especially for Darlington. And once I start making that money, though, it should be all a lot easier. Unfortunately, there's no real demand for residential or any of the zones, so it's just a waiting game. All right, so oh wow, this guy must have really screwed up, really badly. Wow. Okay. How humbling is that? That guy definitely must have been involved in some sex affair or something like that. Some shenanigans. Alright. I think because I've already done this upgrade, that's what must have put us so far in the red though. But I can't really do any more upgrades, can I? I'm just checking. Oh, actually I can do this, so kind of costs us a neat 5 mil. So I think I might give this a miss for a little time being. I'm just going to wait until we can get that money back. And then, of course, I'm probably going to want to upgrade the university that much quicker. So I'm not quite sure what the those 3 like up arrows mean somewhere. Where are they? Like, does these guys want increased density?
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men and women are created equal.
Pretty sure it was Jefferson that said that, if I've got my American history correct. Let's see, equality. We want something that'll help us out. We want equality between the genders. I don't know why everyone loves me so much at the moment, but I'll take it. So, thank you. Now, marriage. You're about to get married. George is a German engineer who specialized in code-breaking systems and computing devices. He left Germany because he felt that his scientific freedom was compromised. Together, you have long discussions on technology and medicine. What have you learned from him? An interdisciplinary approach. The one thing that I did not need is personal growth. But clearly, my policies are very, very skewed towards it. So now, I'm able to upgrade the university, which will give us quite a nice bonus. And thankfully, it doesn't cost us 5 million either. Public insults. Members of the Freedom Party have been criticizing you in public, and the language they have used has been unpleasant. What is your reaction to the insults? Let's try to mend my relationship with them. Okay, so now I need like some extra capital or prestige to overturn some decisions, which is no good, but okay, so just when we were making money, we're going to start back in the red. But there we go. Helps us out with fun and personal growth, and that, of course, helps everyone out here. Yeah, I found out that you were pregnant. Considering your grave family history, it's a bit unsettling. How do you feel about this? Well, let's say we're curious. So this is the ultimate test of your theories, and you are curious to see how it plays out. You think your chances of survival are very good, and if you happen to die, well, maybe it'll help some doctor or researcher learn more. I guess that's a positive way of looking at it. Alright, there is a bit of a demand for commercial buildings, because there's a global economy boom. Jeez, that made everyone happy. Underground transportation. Okay. Now, what do I want to do? I wouldn't mind upgrading this. I'll have to give that a miss, you know? I mean, as much as I'd love to upgrade the port, I just can't. I just can't bring myself to do it. Adele. Before giving birth, you gave the medical staff strict instructions as to what to do in case of complications. Everything went just fine, and now you have a small daughter, Adele. However, you quickly notice that caring for a child takes up the most of your time. You are used to working long days and spending time with your own medical research, but now that all seems impossible. George should take responsibility. That's right. That's interesting. So, points acquired towards a pessimist trait, +2. And then, I guess, yeah, pessimist and optimist is how it works. But, anyways. So, when we finally will be able to make money, I do want to upgrade Darlington to medium density. That'll pass. Without any issues. Thank you. There you go, 2 more months. I think this will end at 1939 as well, so we're getting close to the end. Oh, here we go. This will help us out. With the brain power, with the university. Help us out a lot. So, it is hereby proposed that all citizens shall be allowed to vote in order to choose their own democratic representatives in governments. Of course, I will support that, and if I have to, I will use that prestige. Okay.
People who want to understand democracy should spend less time in the library with Aristotle and more time on the buses and in the subway.
So let's go with a triode. Research that. Values. Supporting the legalization of abortion is a very liberal stance. But what do you think of women's rights in general? Women should definitely be liberated. Okay, so that had no negative real effects. Let's go to Darlington now. And let's go modify the district. Confirm the zoning. Alright, that should pass. Now, that's going to cost us a lot of money at the start. But by the time we vote, we should actually... It shouldn't be too bad. Now, we're making a lot of money. That's not really much of a problem. Let's just check out what things I've got. I've got a grammar school and a high school. There's other educational facilities that I am able to build though, so... Here we go, finally. Modify the districts. It should go to us. Let's go demand from these guys. There we go. That's going to be more than enough to tip it in our favour. So let's go modify district. Begin the votes. And no problems there. So thank you very much. Let's go back to the city view. And there we go. Oh, actually, we're losing that money now. And the Social Democrats have won the election, which is nice. Isn't that the same guy as before? We should be able to smash him once again. So now a lot of these places are going to be built up to a little bit of a higher density. This is probably the most satisfying part of the game. Or any really city building game, seeing how your city or your town builds up. Very satisfying. Okay, so what was that on my police station? It costs a fair bit a month, but it increases security, which, to be honest, I don't really need. Okay, the reason I went for the upgrade to the radio tower is that it costs less. Because that is something that I do want to build. And hopefully Darlington comes around. Yeah, so hopefully this will come around to going up. And there we go, we're making money again. And once this gets built up more and more, there we go. Voting on the mayorship. Didn't take too long. Let's begin the votes. We'll win that, no questions asked, thankfully. Seems like after every mayoral vote, the game like pauses for a bit, which I'm not too fond of. Oh, right, it's saving, that's what it does. You can see on the left. So when you play with 1080p screens, it's like so small, a lot of the fonts and text.
And TV were not just the electronification of speech and gesture, but the electronification of the entire range of human personal expressiveness.
They miss a lot of the stuff on the left near the logbook, which is a shame. So let's go with two-way radios. I'll need to get television next up, so... Surprised I haven't gone for appliances yet, because that gives us a fair amount of boost to a lot of different things as well. But let's just go pause the game for a bit. So I just want to see how things are going. So Darlington's doing alright. We'll start making money hopefully soon. I am tempted to give the people some electricity and all, but I think what'll help the most is giving like Ridgeborough some extra infrastructure like a telephone line now. Well, I'll have to start making that money though. What I wouldn't mind doing is creating another district or two, preferably over here. This will just be commercial, I think. Can't make it too big, of course. Oh, that was too big. Something like that. Yeah, that should be good. Confirm. And we want... pretty much all commercial, really. Let's confirm that. I'll leave things as they are. Confirm. Confirm. Propose. Let's use our personal funds for that. So that came about, no problems. Speed things up. And I also want to go with the institutions. I do need to build that radio tower. Then again, it doesn't really give us these bonuses that I really desperately need. So I'll give it a go. Give it a miss. Dadaism. So poetry and performing arts are thriving in Kaiserslautern. There are art nights with incomprehensible songs, senseless poems, and improvisation. And the performers call themselves Dadaists. What do you think? I remember reading something about Dadaism, but clearly hadn't really stuck with me. Some art movement or something, some cultural movement. We want to go with the progressive traits. How inspiring. If only I could trade that personal growth for something else. I do like the look of some of these other buildings though. So, also, one thing that I want to check out is services. So we've got grammar school and high school, public library, and vocational school. We've got theatre, grammar school, grammar and high school. Pretty sure I built a library somewhere. That's not a library, is it? No, it's a police station, of course. Maybe I have not yet built a public library. We're making that money now. Look at that. That's really changed quickly. Alright, so we want everyone to have the right to vote. And that'll pass without any real issues. And look at that, we're making a good amount of money now. So I can have a little bit more fun. So I'm going to go to the city council. And we will go to service funding. We'll go to high school. Upgrade that 3 times. Oh. There, and then you go propose funding. There we go. So I need to put it to a vote. Which itself is interesting. But that's not going to be a problem. Also, there is an upgrade that I am able to do here, so I'm going to get that out of the way because that really helps us out, that upgrade. So what does it do? So it gives us quality bonus, helps companies sell more, +1, and then
the coming of the wireless era will make war impossible.
Yeah, then the sales demand
will make war ridiculous.
Oh, we can hasten the progress of a certain decision. Okay, so it can enforce broadcasting censorship and change the opinion on the current vote, +20. Oh, that's cool. And look at that, jeez, we're making good money. Alright, so that vote's going to pass pretty easily. That's the upgrading the institution of the port. And the funding change for the high school will also pass. Now, the reason I did that is, of course, it gives us a boost to, well, not to brain power, but it does give us a boost to the winning conditions, which you can read over in the logbook. Science victory, which I'm not quite sure what it was. Yeah, set the high school funding level to at least 3, which I'm surprised that didn't... Oh, there we go. Oh, victory step transportation tycoon, not the one that I wanted. But there we go, there's the high school system. I guess it just had to tick over a bit. What does this do? You can... I was going to say, maybe this teaches you... Oh, this does teach you some things. Some very basic documentation there, though. I mean, this is literally all they teach you about, so... It's not really all that much. Let's get back to it, I think. There's the extra ferry port now. That we've come with. Don't think there's any other upgrades that I can really build at the moment. I'll build upon. No, there's not. What I wouldn't mind doing is just quickly checking the sciences. Let's go back to Era 2. The things that I haven't researched, they don't give us any institutional boosts. No, they don't. Just checking the institutional boosts. A lot of them are like for hospitals and water towers and all that. Nothing. Here we go. The community college. That's... We've already gotten that anyway. Okay. So I've gotten everything that could really help us out. I'm going to go with the radio tower next, I think. That'll probably help us out the most. Of course, that increases personal growth and all. I'm going to build that right over here. That'll pass pretty simply. Now, I would love to get all the institutions built. I think that'll really help us out. Another thing that I really need to do is go to Kilburra. Yeah, I'll go to Kilburra, and we'll go to... Not able to modify the district, I guess, because of... Yeah, the vote on the new institution. So once we get that radio tower, I'll build a public library. I swear I had one somewhere. But I guess clearly not. That high school's got a massive range though, which is nice. Very, very nice. So let's get that vote on the new institution out the way. Very nice. And now we can go, wait, we want to go place services. Actually, no, let's go with, yeah, let's go with the public library. There. Oh, actually, I wanted to go with... Yeah, no, we'll confirm that. Put it to a normal vote. That should pass pretty easily. Now we'll need to start making that money back. Although I'm pretty sure this ends in 1939. This era. So I've done fairly well. Let's go back to modifying the districts. Begin the votes. Thank you. It's not like that was ever in any doubt there though. So how are we doing with this science victory? We need to have... So I've got the public library. High school.
Don't kill your wife. Let our washing machine do the dirty work.
Alright, so we've got the high school. Keep on forgetting what we've built. Public library, grammar school. We should win this vote without too many issues. Okay, so next up I need the vocational school. I think I might build that over here in Smithmere. So let's go here. Jeez, there's one very right-leaning party. They're the ones that absolutely hate us as well. Okay, so the vocational school. I'm not sure where I should build that because there's going to be a lot of range here. It's unused. Maybe I should build it here in Edgeworth. How's that? I think that's a much better idea. Oh. Let's go use our personal funds for that. That'll make the people a lot smarter. And now we've got the added victory bonus of have all different types of educational buildings in your city. So now we need to have a max university and have a total brain power generation of at least 150, which will all come pretty easily. And that's the way that this family operates. They operate in terms of science and education. So we're going to have to do a little bit... How the hell does this party, which has goodwill of -6, is going to approve of us so much? That's beyond me. Let's go demand. There we go. That's easily swung that in our favor. Just check out the television first. Television is the hottest new thing. Your city admin is making plans how best to adapt to the new era of television. What should they focus on? Tool for informing the people. Would have helped that if that was brain power, but I guess not. So I'll let these guys vote. I'm surprised there's one more vote because I think it ends in 1939. I guess so. Of course, it's saving yet again. There we go. Save was successful, and we're right back at it. So I guess now we can have a bit more fun and maybe upgrade some more districts, such as maybe these guys. Let's see. Seems like everyone is going to approve of that, so I'll do that. Give him a bit of water, maybe. Because why not? I'm nice like that. Let's confirm, confirm, propose. Everyone loves the idea of that. And Adlingarth. If only I could do something to help you guys out. Wow. We're really making in that raking it in at the moment. So, everyone likes the idea of a high district, or higher density district, so we are really ploughing away. Quite impressed at how well we're doing so far. I'd say we've got the hang of the game, very much so, and you can also...
Television is the menace that everyone loves to hate, but can't seem to live without.
You can also very much tell the difference in densities as well, which is nice. Oh, you may select high density for a district with HVAC. Okay. So I'll definitely go for that. So these guys should... Oh, here we go.
Horror. The Second World War did not end in triumph, but in another struggle called the Cold War. Split into two camps, the world was plunged into constant threat of nuclear devastation.
Alright, dualism. Now this is the 4th era now. And we are this spunky looking lady, Adele. Oh, this is Adele now. As a child, Adele was enchanted by her father George's work on Z1, the world's first programmable computer. As she grew up, she realized the possibilities computer technology holds and went on to study electromechanics. Like her ancestors, she was a visionary, constantly pushing the boundaries of possibility. The biggest adversary she faced was gender. It was uncommon for women to work in computer science, and repeated sexist and antiquated comments led her into politics. Hey, the Freedom Party's gone, which is great. Oh, so there's 2 parties voted out, and there's one more that's voted in, which is interesting. Let's go pause things as they are. And we'll call that an episode right there as well. Rather long one at that. But until next time, though, guys, I will see you later. And we'll get right back into it. I'm having a lot of fun at the moment. Look at all these lights. Very cool. But until next time, I'll see you guys later with Era 4 in the Cold War era.